series against the Joliet Slammers. The Yalls entering in their baby blue jerseys with baby blue caps and the gray road pants. Joliet and the Yall home whites with the white, orange, and green caps for the home ball club. You're listening to the 50 West Brewing pregame show, always inspired by the Great American Road Trip across Route 50. 50 West, the premier brewery in the Cincinnati area. At 50 West, every beer is a journey. Join us for the ride, located on 7605 Worcester Pike, Cincinnati. The Florence Yalls enter 20-16 after a sweep from the Schaumburg Boomers. The Joliet Slammers 12-23. They lost a doubleheader yesterday to the Windy City Thunderbolts on a Sunday night. It was a long day for the Slammers. They used a lot of bullpen pieces. Specifically in one game, they used 7 pitchers. So it might work advantageous to the Yalls to start a 3-game series with the Slammers today. Let's take a look at our last game. The Florence Yalls dropped 8-4 to Schaumburg on Thursday afternoon to be swept for the second time this season. Evan Webster took the hill for Florence, hoping to rebound from a tough outing in Gateway last week. Unfortunately, Webster was battered for 7 runs on a season-high 11 hits in his 3rd loss of the season. Down 1-0 in the second, Milo Rushford scored 2 on a single to take a 2-1 lead. Webster had coughed that up immediately, and Florence was chasing the rest of the way. Brendan Bobo uncorked a missile to right field in the 4th for his 9th homer of the season to bring the deficit down to 6-3. But in the 5th, Jackson Tucker ripped a triple with 2 outs and brought home an RBI single from Hank Zeisler to make it 7-4. Ahmad Harajli tossed a scoreless inning of relief in his first appearance back from the IL. Travis Phelps came in for just a third of an inning, surrendered a run, and Aiden McAvoy closed out the game with 1 2/3 scoreless innings, notching 2 strikeouts in what was a loss for Evan Webster, an 8-4 final there in Schaumburg on Thursday afternoon. But it's a brand new series. Florence still 4 games over 500, and they're facing the Joliet Slammers with Zach Westcott on the mound today for Florence. Ryan Daly, the right-handed pitcher for the Slammers. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both ball clubs. Florence, first the away team, will lead off with Jackson Tucker in center field. Batting second, the second baseman, Brett Blomquist. In the 3 slot, the first baseman, Hank Zeisler. Batting cleanup, the right fielder, Brendan Bobo. In the 5 slot, the designated hitter, Zayde Richardson. Batting 6th, the third baseman, Garrett Broussard. In the 7 slot, the left fielder, Milo Rushford. Batting 8th, the shortstop, Dylan Baker. And rounding out will be the catcher, Kyle Harbison. Marcus Brodell, Tyler Schoenfeld, and Zach Beadle on the pine today for Florence. Flip side for the Slammers. The reigning Frontier League Rookie of the Year and shortstop Ian Battipaglia will lead things off. Batting second, the third baseman Patrick Ward. In the 3 slot, the right fielder Blake Berry. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter Jackson Valera. Batting 5th, the left fielder Cam Sudo. In the 6th slot, the first baseman Peyton Carr. Batting 7th, the center fielder Jackson Beeman. In the 8th slot, the second baseman Tyler Surdy. And rounding out will be the catcher Brandon Heidel. Again, Zach Westcott on the mound, relegated to the bullpen after a tough few starts for Westcott. He is back out there on the mound for the Yalls today in a spot start due to Isaac Milburn heading to the IL. So Zach Westcott against his former ball club, the Joliet Slammers, entering today an 0-1 record as a starter with a 9.43 ERA. Again, as a starter, he's had a few appearances out of the bullpen as well. His last start was against Windy City at home. 3 innings pitched, 8 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, and 2 Ks. In a 13-12 win for Florence. As a pitcher across 5 starts this season, Westcott has been given 9.8 runs in support. That's 49 total across 5 games, and the team is 2-3 when he is out on the mound. Florence as a total 11 starters, or for the starters, they're 11-11 on the season with a 6.4 ERA, just slightly better than the 6.58 ERA from the relievers. Obviously, pitching not the strong suit for the Yalls. They enter today with the 13th lowest ERA, or 13th lowest ERA in the league. That'd be right, 6.93, the 5th highest, and a 13th lowest 10.56 hits per 9, averaging 10.56 hits allowed a game. However, they've been able to keep the ball in the ballpark, just the 6th lowest amount of home runs, 38 on the season. And it should play similar to Schaumburg here, albeit I will say this is a smaller field than Schaumburg. 348 down the left field line, 400 to center, 327 to right. So not technically a short porch, but more so of a Thomas More Stadium right field than what we saw in Schaumburg. That did not matter for Brendan Bobo yesterday, who blasted 110 off the bat, over 400-plus feet. Toby Hall said he saw it go over a couple vans and into the woods. The 9th homer of the season for Brendan Bobo. Florence just looking to rebound. It's the second time they've been swept this season. Still in third place in their division, still technically holding on to a playoff spot. If you guys want to start getting into that talk already. Florence, third in their division at 20-16. They hold a playoff spot over the Windy City Thunderbolts 18-16 and the Schaumburg Boomers 18-18. Just a slightly better win percentage is what it would go down to. Evansville would be ahead of them in that wild card spot, and Florence would be just ahead of the Thunderbolts at 529. Florence with a 556 winning percentage. The Joliet Slammers are heading out to the field. We'll take a pause here on our Fifth West Brewing pregame show as we get ready for the national anthem. But first pitch coming up in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. More Florence Y'all's baseball coming up on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Lovely, lovely rendition of our national anthem. We're ready for first pitch here at Slammers Stadium. The Y'alls against Joliet for a three-game series. Florence 20-16, the Slammers 12-23. A battle of the Midwest Conference, two separate divisions. The whole road trip is out of conference. Florence hoping to rebound after a sweep from the Schaumburg Boomers to open up the week. 7:35 first pitch, Eastern Time, 6:35 Central. Rory Tettemer joining you on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN, as well as the Florence Y'alls Radio Network on our YouTube audio stream. Let's take a look at the top three for Joliet. Ian Banapaglia, Patrick Ward, and Blake Berry. Florence on the other side, Jackson Tucker, Brett Blomquist, and Hank Zeisler. Ryan Daly on the mound for the Slammers. Zach Westcott for Florence. Westcott back on the bump against his former team. Jackson Tucker, Brett Blomquist, and Hank Zeisler with Tyler Schoenfeld on the pine today. Blomquist just slots in right in the 2 spot and filling in over at second base. Natural rest day for Schoenfeld. Just trying to get Blomquist 300 average into the lineup. He's been able to play a bunch of different positions. Left field, designated hitter, shortstop, second. I'm sure you could play third. Played first already. Heck, if he wanted to go out and catch, I'm sure, sure he'd be able to. Ryan Daly returning to the Joliet Slammers. Spent 2025 with them as well. 3-4 record in 2025 across 10 starts, a 3.65 ERA. 56 2/3 innings pitched, 45 Ks to 17 walks. This season, 3 wins, 2 losses, a 5.45 ERA across 8 games, 7 starts. 36 1/3 with 34 Ks and 15 walks. So 2.27 strikeout per walk ratio and an 8.4 K per 9 for the right-hander out of Plainfield, Illinois. First pitch to Jackson Tucker in there for a strike, and we are underway at 6:38 Central. Game 1 of the 3-game series between the Yalls and the Slammers here at Slammer Stadium. Used to be Dooley Health and Care Field. No longer. 0-1, swing and a miss. Inside, 92, 23.05 on the spin rate. Jackson Tucker entering with a 3.29 average. The 0-2, missing outside. 94 miles per hour there from Ryan Daly. Daly had 5 seasons at St. Francis before transferring over towards University of Illinois, Champaign. 0-2 slider missing out. So part of the Fighting Illini. "23 years of age. Birthday coming up in just a few days. That one misses inside. Full count now to Tucker. What a way to battle back after starting down 0-2. Wind up from Daly, the payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Foul tipped, in and out of the glove of the catcher. Couldn't hang on. We'll do it again. First base side of the rubber for Daly. Wind up, payoff. Tucker skies it out towards center field. Beeman working back with plenty of room. Makes the grab for out number 1. Brett Blomquist will step up to the plate. Let's take a look at the defense for Joliet. Sudo out and left. You just saw Beeman in center. Barry in right. In the infield at the hot corner, it's Ward. At shortstop, Battapaglia. Over at second, Cerny. Carr at first, and Heidel behind the plate. Ryan Daly, the right-hander, on the mound for the Slammers. First pitch to Blomquist. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 miles per hour, bottom of the zone. Blomquist enters today with a 3.22 average. Fastball inside. Blomquist 2 for 5 the last time he played. A run scored and 2 Ks. I think he only made 1 start in Schaumburg. He's picked up 5 home runs on the season. Daly's 1-2. Fouls it away. Blomquist, 4 collegiate seasons between Western Kentucky and North Greenville. Had a 3.13 average among those 4 seasons. 416 on base, 461 slugging. 11 home runs, 81 RBIs, and 26 stolen bases. The 1-2. Ooh, runs inside and hits him in the leg. Blomquist with an express pass over towards first base. That hit by pitch always brought to you by Airport Paint and Body. When life throws a fastball at your ride, they'll smooth you out and get you back in the game. Submit a free estimate online today at airportpaintandbody.com. Now to bring up Hank Zeisler, the captain for Florence. Zeisler entering today with a .386 average. No longer the top average in the Frontier League, still among the league leaders. Enter this road trip hitting .402. First pitch to the captain, swing and miss on a fastball outside. 3 first pitch strikes to the first 3 batters Daly has faced. Zeisler, last series, 3 for 13, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, a walk, and 4 Ks. 0-1, punches it up the middle and through for a base hit. Blomquist going to stay put at second, station to station. Florence gets their first hit. Off the bat of the captain, Hank Zeisler. Zeisler, a league-leading 56 hits on the season now. Brings up Brendan Bobo. Slugging righty for Florence. Runners first and second, 1 away. Bobo leads the team in home runs and RBIs, as well as slugging percentage with a .606. 39 RBIs on the season for the hopeful Frontier League All-Star in 2025. Enters today with a .303 average. 1-0. Missing downstairs, gets away from the catcher Heidel all the way to the backstop. On the way to second and third, it's Blomquist and Zeisler. 2 runners now in scoring position for Bobo. Florence trying to strike first. Wild pitch there. Went right through the legs of Heidel. Again, Florence in the baby blue jerseys, baby blue caps and gray pants. The Boomers in the all-white, not the Boomers, the Joliet Slammers in all-white jerseys. The white, orange, and green caps. 2-0 to Bobo, fouls it away. 91, high and away. 21.61 on the spin rate. Daly firing in strikes. Inches of vertical break straight over the top from Daly. Here's the 2-1. Fastball dots up the outer half. 2-2. Decent crowd. Certainly a lot of empty seats, but it's a big stadium. 2-2. Ground ball, left side, that'll bring home a run. Gloving that is Battapaglia. Throw on to first is in time. An RBI ground out from Brendan Bobo. He does a job. 6-3 on that put away. Blomquist comes in to score. Zeisler over to third. Florence on top 1-0. 40th RBI on the season for Bobo. Now 2 away for Zade Richardson. Richardson, a great series against Schaumburg. First pitch to him. Fastball in there for a strike. 4 for 8 in that series with a 2-run homer, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and a walk. The face of the Florence Yalls with 4 homers on the season. 0-1. Fastball upstairs. Steady 91-92 out of the right hand of Ryan Daly. 1-1. Fastball missing very close to the outside part of the zone. But it is a good call. 2-1. Y'all's on top 1-0 here in the opening frame. Still looking for more with Zeisler on third. Infield playing all the way back with 2 away. 2-1 pitch. Richardson cranks it up the middle and through for an RBI single. Richardson comes through and the Y'alls on top 2-0 in the first. Bobo and Richardson presenting a mean 4-5 for the Y'alls. Put runners in scoring position for them, and they'll do that. Nothing special, just put the ball in play, and good things happen. 92 off the bat there from Richardson. That'll bring up Garrett Broussard, another guy who's had really good RBI numbers for Florence. Hitting .326 on the season. I gotta assume, I can see all the stats. It does not say who plays in which position. I gotta assume that's, among the top third basemen across the league. 1-0, skies it, blooped out towards shallow right field. The second baseman, Cerny, is going back, and he makes the grab to end the inning. Florence picks up 2 runs on 2 hits and strands a runner at first. We head to the bottom half of 1. Joliet gets their first crack when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom half of the first inning always brought to you by Heritage Bank. At Heritage Bank, we believe your money should work as hard as you do. Proudly local, fiercely dependable. That's the Heritage difference. Visit heritagebank.com or stop by a branch near you today. Zach Westcott toes the rubber for Florence against his former club. Westcott against Joliet was released by Joliet midway through last year. Came over to Florence and had a heck of a season for the Yalls with a sub-3 ERA. Been hit around a little bit this year in the starting rotation, but with a spot start needed with Isaac Milburn heading to the IL. Who better to call on than the pitching coordinator for Florence, Zach Westcott. Had a couple appearances out of the bullpen, but should still be built up to a starter role. Fun fact here, the Zach Westcott pretty much owns every record in the Frontier League. However, told me that he is now tied after Gunnar Kynes of Joliet tied him in the Frontier League strikeout record. That one's fouled away from Battipaglia. Now I see for Gunnar Kynes, 853 Ks, and for Westcott, 861. I'm assuming just iScore hasn't had a update for the last Kynes outing. And then they're both at 861. Oh-2. Ground ball, left side, slow roller over towards Broussard. Got to be quick on it. Throw on to first is offline, goes down the right field line. Fielding that is Bobo. Trying to go for 3 is Battipaglia. Throw comes in from Bobo. It's a bullet tag applied, not in time. A 3-bag error. I guess they could give it a hit. Yeah, they'll give that a hit. And then a 2-bag error. Battipaglia, was hustling all the way around. I don't know if anyone was expecting him to go 3. So that'll be an E5 for 2 bases. Florence on top 2-0. Brings up Patrick Ward. Really just a slow roller, not well hit at all. Able to use the wheels. There's a grounder right over towards Broussard. Looking back, throw on to first is in time. 5-3 on the put away. Immediate redemption for Broussard. Tough play to make. One away with a runner 90 feet away. Brings up Blake Berry. Berry, the lefty for Joliet. speed in there for a strike. Battipaglia at third. Westcott kicks the 0-1 up the middle, fielded. He knocks it down, looks him back over at third. Throw goes on to first, and it's in time. That was a bullet right back to Zach Westcott, 99, and he's just able to knock it down with his glove. 1-3 on the PFP put-away. Patrick McCormick is out of the dugout for Florence, but looks like he's going to stay put there. No check on Westcott. Jackson Valera will dig in with a .314 average, 2 away and a runner on third. Florence on top, 2-0 in the bottom of the first. Valera, .314 on the season, 1 home run and 17 RBIs. Westcott steps off. I mentioned Westcott hit around a little bit this season. I think Florence's plan, just all I've heard, is that it's a young Joliet team that hasn't seen Westcott, and his veteran presence should be able to throw them off. First pitch to Valera, missing downstairs. Last time out for Westcott, 3 2/3 against New Jersey. 9 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, and 4 Ks. That was out of the bullpen. 1-0 in there for a strike. 26 innings on the season for Westcott, 44 hits, 31 runs, all of them earned, 9 walks and 16 Ks. He's been tagged for a home run in his last 3 outings, 5 on the season. 1-1, fouls it away. 1-2 the count. Already the Frontier League all-time leader in wins, starts innings pitched, hits and runs. Tied for strikeouts, trying to reclaim the lead. From the stretch, the 1-2, punched out to shallow right field. Out goes Blomquist, in comes Bobo. No one grabs it, and an RBI single for Valera. Just inside out. And that error comes back to bite Florence. Now a 2-1 ball game. Y'all still out in front. That will be an unearned run as it stands right now. Brings up Cam Pseudo. First pitch, slider missing outside. Curveball, actually, 66 there. It's that patented Westcott curveball. 1-0. Again, curveball missing out, 2-0. Westcott working with the red glove. 2-0 pitch, missing downstairs. Top of the zone, no good. Did connect on TrackMan. Runners first and second. Brings up Peyton Carr. It was Zach Westcott who got released around 4th of July last year from Joliet. Florence picked him up, and then Westcott's first start was against the team that had released him. Picked up a win, 7 innings pitched, just 3 hits, no runs, 3 walks, and 3 Ks, and a 5-0 Y'all's win. That was on July 11th. Back pick over towards first. Eisler wasn't even there. Swing and a miss on the pitch. 0-1 to Peyton Carr. hitting .245 this season. Scoreboard for Joliet is all over the place with some, like, it's like each different panel is going in and out on being black or not. It's like dancing around. That one missing up. 1-1 the count. Westcott spent 2 seasons with Joliet. 2020-40 on a 6-8 record, a 4.96 ERA across 21 starts, 118 innings pitched, 91 Ks. Then before being released last year, 2-3 record, a 6.02 ERA, 10 games, 9 starts, 46 1/3, 28 Ks to 20 walks. 1-1, ground ball, left side. Broussard will glove it. Throw across the diamond over to first is in time, and that will end the inning. An unearned run comes across for Joliet. It's a 2-1 Y'all's lead as we head to the top of the second. When we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Umpire intro, always brought to you by Pella Windows. Looking for a clear view of every call? Trust Pella Window and Door, bringing you replay-worthy clarity and craftsmanship you can count on. Pella Window and Door, so good, even the ump won't miss a thing. Top half of the second inning, Florence with a 2-1 lead. Back out to work, Milo Rushford, Dylan Baker, and Kyle Harbison. 7, 8, 9 for the Y'alls. Rushford shows bunt. Off-speed misses outside. Your umpire crew today brought to you by Pella Window and Door. Home plate umpire and the crew chief, Jacob Waldrop. Down the first baseline, Jordan Alfonso. Down the third baseline, Mike Love. Swing and a miss there from Rushford. I believe Mike Love is the new addition to this umpire crew. I've seen them with Waldrop, Alfonso, and now Mike Love. 1-1 to the lefty, misses way outside. Ryan Daly on the mound for the Slammers. Allowed 2 runs on 2 hits. Stranded a runner on first. Hit by pitch as well. 2-1, fastball missing inside at 91. 5+ ERA for Ryan Daly entering today. (3-1), fouls it away. Now it's tough to say that a 5+ ERA, you know, obviously that's not what you're looking for. However, that would be like second best on the Y'alls. Certainly would take a 5+ ERA right now. Payoff pitch, fastball, called strike 3, dots up the inner half at 91. First K for Daly. Dylan Baker digs in. Baker had an incredible start to the 12-game road trip. Really slowed down last series against Schaumburg. Went 0 for 11 with 4 Ks and 2 walks after having 5 home runs in 3 games against Gateway. That one misses upstairs. Baker, a .250 average with 7 home runs on the season. (2-0). Punched out toward shallow center field. In comes Beeman in the right center field gap, making the grab for out number 2. Quick 2 outs for the Yalls. That'll bring up the bottom of the order, Kyle Harbison. Harbison just 1 start last series. Should get 2 starts this series as he just continues in a rotation with Zach Beadle. Harbison in his 1 game, 2 for 3 with a run and a walk. That one's in there for a strike. Oh, 1. Fastball fired in there. 0-2. 91 top of the zone. Really good spot there from Daly, trying to go 1-2-3. Kick the 0-2 pitch. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Harbison didn't take the bat off the shoulder. We head to the bottom of 2. The Yalls with a 2-1 lead when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom of the second, it's 2-1 on our Thomas More scoreboard. Always a scoreboard partner, Thomas More University. There, you'll be able to take your life and your career as far as you want it to go. Apply or donate today at thomasmore.edu. Zach Westcott back out on the mound. 7-8-9 due up for the Slammers. 2-1, y'all's lead on the Thomas More scoreboard. Here at Slammers Stadium in Joliet, Illinois. The outskirts of Chicago. Didn't have far to go yesterday after the final out in Schaumburg. About an hour drive. Florence got in early enough where they would treat themselves to a little Texas Roadhouse at night. Good margin of the team went. That one skied out towards right field. Bobo all the way back to the wall. It's out of here. Tie ball game. Jackson Beeman, ambush home run. On Zach Westcott. That's his 6th allowed this season. A 2-2 ball game. First pitch missing inside. Beeman with a leadoff home run here in the second inning. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 82. Way out in front was Tyler Cerny. Cerny recently added. 143 average. 143 on base, 143 slugging. 1 RBI, no home runs. Off speed. Beautifully placed in there for a strike. Westcott has another batter down 2 strikes. Looking to regain the all-time Frontier League strikeout record. Wines delivers the 1-2. Hard hit up the middle and through for a base hit. 4th hit of the day for the Slammers. That was 85 bottom of the zone from Westcott. Bottom of the order, Brandon Heidel with a 129 average. First pitch in there for a strike. Called time for something in the eye. Vintage technique. Granted a free timeout when you say you have something in the eye. 0-1. Fouled it away. If you've ever had something in your eye, you know you don't need 10 seconds to get it out. It's always a long process. That's how you know if they're telling the truth or not. Westcott, 0-2 pitch. Missing downstairs on a changeup at 77. Big lead over at first, the 1-2. Missing just a hair outside. About an inch off the plate. 2-2 the count. Runner takes off the 2-2, misses outside, throw way offline. Blomquist with a dive to keep that in front. Stolen base for Tyler Cerny. Puts a runner in scoring position with no outs. And a full count now to the bottom of the order, Brandon Heidel. Got to be able to get this one here before heading back to the top of the order. Payoff pitch, ground ball over towards the shortstop, Dylan Baker. Throw on to first is in time. That did move Cerny over to third. Brandon Heidel does a job. Back up to the top of the order, Battipaglia will dig in. Slow rolled single over towards Garrett Broussard. The throw went wild, and it was a two-bag error on Broussard that allowed Battipaglia to get over to third. That one bounces the dirt, swallowed up by just a hair from Harbison. Tried to scoop it. And he's lucky Cerny did not take advantage. This is not the full remedy that Florence wants for their rotation here. Hoping just a quick stint on the IL from Isaac Milburn, and he'll be able to pitch next week back in this spot. So it is just a spot start. 1-0, Sky down the right field line and foul. You'd expect if Florence was, at home a little bit more in this trip, they'd probably be making a few more pitching moves. But alas, they're in the middle of a 12-game road trip. Off-speed misses inside. Battipaglia tried to lean into it. Never a good look. Two and one. Infield about halfway in. One away with a runner on third. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle, gloved by Westcott. They got him caught between third and first. Westcott charges at him. Harbison now has it. Looking to back over to third. Broussard has it, chasing him over towards home. Now the captain has it. He's out of the baseline. They do pick up the out at third. However, Battipaglia takes advantage and goes all the way around the bases and just replaces him at third. Running home, trying to score is Battipaglia, and he will, because no one was covering. Florence asleep on defense there. They're a pretty good pickle. I tell you what, the PA announcer, I have no idea how this guy, man. Just a dude down there with a mic walking around. And talking about candlesticks right now. I have no idea what he's talking about. Pickles and candlesticks. That'll make it a 3-2 Joliet lead. That's a fielder's choice. Ian Battipaglia all the way around the base paths. He scored in both innings. One misses outside to Patrick Ward with the bases empty and 2 away. That one's poked out towards center field. Little bloop in for a single. Patrick Ward with a base hit. 5th hit of the day for Joliet. One 0. Ground ball over towards the shortstop. Baker bobbles it, runs over to second to make the tag and end the inning. 2 more runs come across for Joliet. They take a 3-2 lead. Y'all is trying to come back. It's the top of the 3rd when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Top half of the third inning, always brought to you by the Roar Agency, located in all 50 states across the nation. Feel the Roar difference, Roar Insurance. Visit us today at roarins.com. Florence trailing 3-2. First pitch, back to the top of the order. Jackson Tucker misses upstairs, a 1-0 count. It's been some pretty absurd runs scored for Joliet. Ian Battipaglia has just been running wild around the base paths. 1-0, swing and a miss. Whether on errors or mental mistakes, he's coming to score twice. One count to Tucker. Fastball missing outside. Wind up 2-1. Fouls it away, 2-2. Top of the third always brings us our Tettemer trivia. Way it works, I read a question top half of the third, give you guys the answer in the bottom half. You have the opportunity to play along. Head on over to Twitter. It's rtettemer9 or Florence_Yalls. Question is live. Comment your guess in the comment section. I will shout you out here on the broadcast. Here's the 2-2 as Tucker skies it out towards left field. Shallow left. The shortstop, Battipaglia, all over it for out number 1. Brett Blomquist digs in. A hit by pitch came in a score. Let's get to our question of the day, presented by the Roar Agency. First pitch in there for a strike. Colson Montgomery has 20 home runs before the All-Star break. I want to know, who was the last shortstop to hit 40-plus home runs? Happened in 2021. The last shortstop to hit 40-plus home runs in the year of 2021. Colson Montgomery with the White Sox here in Chicago. Already 20 home runs in his rookie season. Should be on pace to hit 40. I want to know who was the last one to do it. Has not happened as often as you'd think. Shortstop, never really a power hitting position. There's a slow roller right back to the pitcher. Daly toss on to first for out number 2. Been mowing through Florence ever since giving up 2 runs in the first. Currently on a 6 put-out streak. First pitch to Hank Zeisler, runs inside and hits him on the arm. 2-out runner aboard for the Yalls. That'll bring up Brendan Bobo. So again, Colson Montgomery has 20-plus homers before, or 20 home runs before the All-Star break. I want to know who was the last shortstop to hit 40-plus homers. Happened in 2021. And it's only happened 13 times in Major League Baseball history. Bobo, an RBI and ground out his last time up. First pitch in there for a strike. Oh, 1. Dots up the outer half again. 0-2. Just a heavy dose of strikes from Ryan Daly. Zeisler takes off, 0-2, misses outside, throw down to second, not in time. Hank Zeisler picks up another stolen base on the season. He is perfect when stealing second base. That is his 8th swiped bag on the season. He's a perfect 8 for 8 total. 2020 season last year, he made sure to get it. 20 home runs, 20 stolen bases. 1-2 to Bobo, downstairs, no good. 80 miles per hour on a changeup. 2-2 the count, 2 away. With the runner in scoring position. Straight up defense for the Slammers. Dark clouds above us. Didn't see any rain in the forecast. Two. Ooh, runs inside and hits him. 91 in at the legs. We'll say that's the third hit by pitch from Daly. No walks, but 3 hit by pitches now. Always brought to you by Airport Paint and Body. When Length throws a fastball, it's your ride. Call Airport Paint and Body to smooth you out, get you back in the game. Visit Airport Paint and Body online at airportpaintbody.com. How many times can I say Airport Paint and Body? Zade Richardson, an RBI single his last time up. Runners first and second with 2 away for the face of the Florence Yalls. Can he come through once again? First pitch in there for a strike. Off speed, bottom of the zone. You can comment your guesses for Tettemer Trivia on Twitter. It's Florence_Yalls. Or if you're tuning in on the YouTube audio stream, feel free to chime in the live chat there as well. 0-1. Richardson cranks it out towards left center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Waving around Zeisler. Throw comes into the cutoff. It's way offline. Another RBI single for Zade Richardson. Florence ties it up at 3 in the third. Zade Richardson comes through once again. Runners in scoring position. Zade Richardson's an animal. Runners first and second for Garrett Broussard. 2-hit day for Richardson. Bobo on to second. 2 away for Broussard. Popped out to second his last time up in shallow right field. Yalls have evened it up at 3 here in the third. First pitch in there for a strike at 89. A 1 check swing all the way around on the off speed. It was a doubleheader for the Slammers yesterday. They used a lot of pitchers in one game. They used 7 pitchers in one game. 0-2, missing inside, a 1-2 count. I'm assuming they'll be relying on Ryan Daly as long as possible. One-two to Broussard. Grounds ball right side over towards the first baseman Carr. Bobbled it a little, but will just jog over to first to end the inning. Florence strands 2 on base, but picks up a run. It's a 3-3 ball game as we head to the bottom of the third. Don't forget, get your guesses in for Tettemer Trivia when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Bottom half of the third inning. It's a 3-3 ball game here at Slammers Stadium. Zach Westcott back out for another inning of work. You'll have a long delay here. Big salute to service. Westcott hasn't even thrown his first pitch yet to warm up. There it is. 3-3 ball game. Florence able to tie it back up off the bat of Zayda Richardson. Y'all still being out hit 5-3. Westcott trying to find a little bit of rhythm. 4-5-6-2 up for Joliet, losers of their last 6. Florence hoping to keep that skid going. Slammers 12-23 on the season. That does rank last in the Midwest Conference. Just 2 behind, or 2 ahead of Trois Rivières. Still playing Tettemer trivia in the inning. We're talking about shortstops who hit 40-plus home runs because Colson Montgomery is already at 20. Bottom of the 3rd. First pitch in there for a strike to Valera. Valera, on the first pitch he sees, is always, sorry, I'm now seeing 2 plate appearances from Valera, but just a statue as the pitch comes through. That one's fouled away. It's like he's like an automatic stop sign for swinging at the first pitch. Quickly down 0-2. Valera blooped a single out to right field his last time up. Scored Ian Battipaglia for an RBI. 0-1. Pops it up behind home plate, right over my head. Almost a decent chance for me to actually get one there. The window was open. That did hit my window. You know, one of the windows is open. It's a tall window, but that would have been a heck of a reach out. Count stays 0-2. Fouled away. Bella Jane saying your broadcast not showing up at all on HTN. I see it. Now it runs inside and hits Valera with a bat flip. Tough spot there for Zach Westcott. Hits a guy with 2 strikes on him. With one away, I'll start reading the guesses for Tettemer trivia. We do have some good ones. Off speed missing downstairs. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. Bounces in the dirt, scooped up by Kyle Harbison. Thinking of a shortstop in 2021 who just hit a lot of home runs. Runner fakes for a steal. Does not go. That one's fouled away. 2-1 the count. One pitch missing downstairs. 3-1 the count. One walk so far for Westcott. That one's in there for a strike at the top of the zone. Went to an off speed at 75 up there. Now a full count. Sudo hitting .331 with 4 home runs and 26 RBIs. Payoff pitch. Ropes it down towards right field. In the corner, it's a foul ball. Good piece of hitting there from Sudo. 83 outside, just waiting on it and punch it down the line. Almost snuck it in there. Pickoff attempt. Throw was a little high. Flair, not really a stolen base guy. Payoff pitch. Bounces in the dirt. Second walk issued by Westcott. He started the inning off with a hit by pitch and a walk. Runners first and second, nobody out. Florence trying to stay in this ball game. A lot of movement in the bullpen, nobody up and throwing. Would not be shocked if Florence only opts for 1 or 2 times around for Westcott. Peyton Carr grounded out to third his last time up. We'll take that, try and spin 2. Certainly would help. That one's fouled away. One missing upstairs. Really dark sky. No sun poking through at all. Completely covered in the shade. In the gloom of the Joliet jail. That one's fouled away. It's got to be interesting to live in a spot where the main thing you're famous for is a prison. Hence the name, the Slammers. The 1-2. Ground ball up the middle over towards the shortstop Baker. Glove flip to second one. Relay on to first is in time. 6-4-3 double play. Just what the doctor ordered. Really nice spin there from Baker with the glove flip, and that's a big-time relief for Westcott. Runner moves over to third, but now 2 outs for Jackson Beeman, who did hit him for a homer his last time up. It was an ambush home run from Beeman. First pitch he saw out towards right field. First pitch, off speed downstairs. So with 2 away, I really got to speed up on these guesses here. Bella Janes was tuning in. She said Fernando Tatis Jr. Jay Warford, 54, said Fernando Tatis Jr. That one's skying out towards left field. Rushing in is Rushford, making the grab to end the inning. Westcott lets up a hit by pitch and a walk, but strands a runner at third. We head to the top of the 4th. We'll talk about Tettemer trivia a little bit more when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Top of the fourth. This call for the Whites always brought to you by Class Jewelers. Our diamond is shining bright thanks to our friends at Class. Head on over to 7365 Burlington Pike, Florence for all your jewelry needs, or call them today at 859-525-7500. Florence tied up with the Slammers 3-3. Here in the top of the fourth, Ryan Daly back out for another inning of work. Milo Rushford will lead off an inning for the second time today. Struck out looking his last time up. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 punches it out towards left field. It's well hit. Sudo in front of the warning track makes the grab. For out number 1. We are talking about Tettemer trivia in this inning. Question was revolving around Colson Montgomery. He has 20 home runs before the All-Star break. I want to know who was the last shortstop to hit 40-plus homers. My hint happened in 2021. We got 2 guesses for Fernando Tatis Jr. Carter Cousins chiming in. He said Francisco Lindor. Jacob Brown said Trevor Story. Eric Bone said Mookie Betts. And we had Louis DeVolio with another Francisco Lindor. Tyler Douglas chimed in. He said Francisco Lindor. And then Zach Jury said Fernando Tatis as well before the switch to the outfield. 0-2 count to Baker with the bases empty and 1 away. So good amount for Tatis, good amount for Lindor, some for Trevor Story, Mookie Betts. Rich Tettemer said Ethan Piggetti. 0-2 missing upstairs, Ethan Piggetti from Westfield Little League. 1 away. The 1-2, missing outside. Anything in the YouTube audio stream? Let me see. Doesn't look like anything over there. Ground ball over towards the second baseman. Throw on to first is in time. Second out of the inning. 4-3 on the put away at Baker. Brings up Kyle Harbison. Struck out looking his last time around. Well, there's only been 13 shortstops who have had 40 home run seasons. Sorry, it's only happened 13 times. Some by, multiple shortstops. And I don't want to get into that because that might be another Tettemer trivia. But Fernando Tatis Jr. in 2021 was the correct answer with 42 home runs in 2021 before he switched to the outfield for the San Diego Padres. Tatis Jr. had the first 40 home run season for a shortstop since 2003. Pretty amazing. Colson Montgomery would be joining some elite company there. 1-1, fouls it away. Congratulations to everyone who guessed Tatis, including Bella James, Louisville Hog, but Zach Jury was the first on it. Zach Jury is your Tettemer trivia winner. Congratulations, Zach, head of Stadium Ops back in Florence. Swing and a miss. Another 1-2-3 inning at the 7-8-9 for Florence. Heading to the bottom of the fourth, it's a 3-3 ball game when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. this action we got going on HTM. Little B-roll of a train going through. And that's about what Joliet looks like all the way around. Present out in right center field. Little train going around the stadium. 3-3 ball game here in the bottom of the fourth. Joliet with 5 hits against Westcott. He's back out after a scoreless third inning. Oh, I like these statues at the top. At the top of the stadium? Yeah, I see that over there. That's pretty cool. Tyler Cerny singled and caught in a rundown over at third. His last time up. Cerny out of the University of Kentucky. Let's take a look at his stats as a Wildcat. Westcott's off-speed fouled and roped down the left field line off the net. So just graduated from University of Kentucky. Actually was at Indiana for a good portion. 0-1 fouls it away. So Ben Haller would know him. Kentucky, 28 games, 103 plate appearances. .77 average, 1 home run, 11 RBIs. Wants to try and improve his stock. He had some pretty good seasons in Indiana in the Big Ten. Came over to the SEC, did not do as well. Fastball called, strike 3, dots up the outer half, and Zach Westcott, once again, the Frontier League leader in strikeouts. All-time Frontier League leader. He's going to toss that ball over towards the dugout. He's competing with one of the pitchers for Joliet, Gunnar Kynes. Seems like they have a running joke about, who is going to end with the league lead in strikeouts. I didn't know anyone was close until we got to Schaumburg, and that's when, some Frontier League officials were talking about it's actually a race, and I was like, oh, I didn't know anyone was even close. Now that it is 0-1, missing outside. Westcott certainly has to try and stay in the starting rotation to keep pace with Kynes. Or he'd have to have some very impressive innings in relief. 1 away and a 1-1 count to the bottom of the order. Heidel. Swing and a miss. The 1-2. Punched into right field for a base hit. Another 2-strike single for the Slammers. 6th hit of the day. Heidel hitting well below 200. Ends up on first. Ian Battipaglia, 1 for 2 today, has scored twice. He's been involved in some wild plays. Battipaglia, a single that was just a slow roller over to third. Broussard threw it away. A 2-bag error as Battipaglia was able to get to third on it. And then a fielder's choice back to the pitcher. Westcott had Tyler Cerny caught in a rundown. Battipaglia ran all the way around to replace him at third. Florence kind of stopped and was gathering in the middle just a little bit. No one covering the plate. Battipaglia ran home for the most Little League home run in the history of Little League. Little League baseball. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Down 0-2. Westcott has got a lot of people to 2 strikes. Just the 1 put away so far. See if he can induce some soft contact for a double play. Get himself out of the inning. Runner on first and 1 away. From the stretch, the 0-2 fastball upstairs. 85 miles per hour there. One-two, swing and a miss. Blows it by him, top of the zone, 85. Second K of the inning and second K of the day for Westcott. A little bit of a stat pad, too, for the Frontier League all-time strikeout leader. Get as many as you can. For Gunner pitches once again. 2 away, runner on first. Patrick Ward, 1 for 2. Singled his last time up, grounded out to third. His first time around, fastball outside. This is the third time through for Joliet. A lot of arms stretching in the bullpen. Nobody throwing for Florence. 1-0, fouls it away. I definitely see Max Whitesell doing some band work. Nate Darden standing around as well, moving the arms. And there's one other. Get out the binoculars and see. Might just be standing, not really doing as much work. That one's fouled straight back. 1-2 the count. Yeah, it's Travis Phelps. Starting to do some movements as well. The 1-2. Fastball upstairs, no good. It's definitely Max Whitesell doing some plyo ball work, some band work. Assuming he would be the first to go in. 2-2. Skies it high in the infield. Third base side. Broussard is all over it with a call. Right near the pitcher's mound, he's over and makes the grab to end the inning. Just a single allowed from Westcott. Another scoreless one in the fourth. We head to the top of the fifth. We're tied up at 3. When we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Wendy's delivers high-quality food transparently. Grab a juicy double stack today at your local Wendy's. Always a double stack batter of the game when we're playing at Thomas More Stadium. The Yalls back out to work. A 3-3 ball game, top of the fifth. It's the top of the order. Jackson Tucker to lead things off. Florence has had identical innings all the way around. First pitch, Tucker shows a bunt right back to the pitcher. Daly scoops it. Throw on to first is in time. Quick out number 1. On the first pitch there from Daly. 1-3 put away. The Yalls have had 5 players come up to the plate in the first and third. And in between those innings, it's been 1, 2, 3 from 7, 8, 9. So it's been 5 through, 7, 8, 9 going down 1, 2, 3 in the second, 5 through in the third, 7, 8, 9 going down 1, 2, 3 in the fourth. Let's see how Brett Blomquist does for the fifth. Fouled away. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Ground out back to the pitcher. It was hit by a pitch his first time around. Came in to score. Y'all's tied up at 3. Only 3 hits on the day, and 2 of them belong to Zade Richardson. 0-2. missing upstairs. Daly has kept them at bay. The 1-2 misses outside. Two-two, fouls it away. Florence and Joliet with a good amount of trades this offseason. Featured 2 trades over the offseason for the Yalls. 2-2, runs inside and hits the hand of Brett Blomquist. That's the 4th hit by pitch from Daly today. I do remember Daly. Florence was actually in on him before he signed with the Slammers. Let's take another look at that one that ran in on the hand as he's being looked at now by Patrick McCormick, trainer for the Yalls. Toby and Harry are over there looking at it as well. That's always a tough spot to get hit, right on the hand. You know, let's see what that pitch was, 90 miles per hour in on the hand. I mean, that's certainly a tough thing to try and get over. Removing all his gear. And he'll stay in this ball game. Blomquist with an express pass over to first. That brings up Hank Zeisler. He scored twice today. He's been on base both plate appearances. A single and a hit by pitch. I now remember the name Ryan Daly that Florence was in 2025 before he chose the Slammers. He's from Plainfield, Illinois. Those hit by pitches always brought to you by Airport Paint and Body. When life throws a fastball at your ride, call Airport Paint and Body to smooth it out, get you back in the game. Right over near CVG. First pitch to Zeisler, an off speed, missing downstairs. 77. Florence and Joliet tied 3-3 here in the top of the 5th. One away with a runner on first. Excited to join you on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Rory Tettemer on the call. That one's in there for a strike, 1-1. Steve and Greg chiming in on our Florence Yalls radio network. Said, go Florence Yalls. Pickoff attempt, nothing going. Yalls still with nobody throwing in the bullpen. Again, good amount of people standing. Nobody actually getting loose. Max Whitesell continues to stretch around out there. 1-1, hard hit down the first base line, but foul. Perhaps the speediest first base coach in professional baseball history, Tyler Schoenfeld, doing the honors today, his day off. The 1-2, swing and a miss, top of the zone, elevated. Hank Zeisler, 4th K for Ryan Daly. That brings up Brendan Bobo's 0 for 1 with an RBI. Was hit by a pitch his last time up. Now 2 away and a runner on first. First pitch, that one runs inside and hits Brendan Bobo. The 5th hit by pitch, and 2 of them, actually all 5 of them, have been in the 2, 3, 4 slots. How about that? That moves a runner first and second. It's Zade Richardson at the plate. He's knocked 2 RBI singles today. And again with a runner in scoring position now. Florence with just eerily similar innings right now. Let's see what Richardson can do. First pitch, punches that one down the first base line and foul. An 0-1 count. It's been 2 ground balls. One right up the middle for Richardson. The other one, I guess, a little bit more of a liner. Y'all's trying to retake the lead. Daly a look at second. 2 looks at second. The 0-1. Fastball connects on the outer half at 88. Richardson down 0-2. Can he fight for Florence and come through once again? Daly, first base side of the rubber. 0-2 pitch. Fastball upstairs, no good. Ryan Daly at 81 pitches. 1-2. Punched out towards right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Blomquist getting the wave around third. In shallow right field. Throw comes in. Tag applied in time. Really good throw in right field from Barry. Third hit of the day from Richardson. And the go-ahead run. Tagged out at the plate. Take another look. Just shallow right field. Florence being aggressive. Blomquist trying to go around. I don't even know if he tagged the plate. But he certainly was tagged on the hand. That'll end the top of the 5th. We head to the bottom half when we return to the Frontier League Network powered by HTN. Bottom half of the 5th inning. It's a 3-3 ball game between the Yalls and the Slammers. Florence keeping this one close. Zach Westcott's fired back-to-back scoreless innings. He'll be out there for the 5th. We'll see how long of a leash he has. 3rd time through the order. 3, 4, 5 due up for Joliet, the heart of their order. Blake Berry, the lefty, will lead things off 0 for 2 today. Westcott fires in the first pitch. Check swing. Off speed, doesn't go around. Nathan Darden and Max Whitesell still the pitchers up and moving. Zach Beadle, the bullpen catcher today, does have his gear on. That one's skied out towards left field. Rushford all over it with room. Makes the grab for out number 1. brings up Jackson Valera. Valera been on base both times today. Hit by pitch and an RBI single. Let's see if he does the statue imitation again on the first pitch. He's taking all the way there. And he was calling for something. Looks like his hand guard or something. Called time at the plate. 1-0. It's almost a free strike against Valera. Off speed in there. If he just does that, you know, doesn't really move as the pitch is coming in. Maybe he's just waiting for his first strike. The 1-1. Fouls it away on an off speed. Oh, there's a good looking jersey down there. A little midnight green. Jalen Hurts on a youngster. I didn't know they had that kind of taste. That's great taste here in Chicago. And we got a couple Y'alls fans down there. That one's skied high out towards shallow center field. Brett Blomquist, the second baseman, is out to make the grab for out number 2. Long run there from Blomquist. Good little Y'alls posse down there. Made the way out to Joliet. That one misses outside. 1-0. Skied it out towards center field. It's going to send Tucker back. Still going with room in front of the warning track. He makes the grab. And another 1-2-3 frame from Westcott. Another scoreless inning. That's 3 in a row for the Frontier League veteran. Heading to the top of the 6th, a 3-3 ball game when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Top of the 6th, a 3-3 ball game between the Y'alls and the Slammers. Garrett Broussard will lead things off. 0 for 2 today. Pop out to second and a ground out to first. Trying to get in the hit column. Florence is being paced by Zade Richardson. 4 hits on the day for the Y'alls, 3 of them from Zade. Not much else from the rest of the offense at all. That one misses outside, and not a travel day today. Florence was able to spend the night in Joliet. So really, can't use that excuse for a sluggish start here from the offense. The 1-1, grounded. 3-hopper over towards the shortstop. Gloves it, throw across the body. High, but in time to put away Broussard. 6-3 on the put away. Brings up Milo Rushford, another 0 for 2 line. Daly still on the mound, approaching 100 pitches. That one misses outside. Florence needs to get him out of this ball game and head to that bullpen that was used up a lot yesterday. Showing bunt, pulls back, it's in there for a strike. Y'all's still just standing around in the bullpen. Everybody's waiting for the call, but have not got one yet. 1-1 missing out. Two-one, missing upstairs. 3-1 count. Florence has not got anyone aboard here. 6, 7, 8, 9 in the order. They are combined 0 for 9 right now. 3-1. Missing out. That's the first runner aboard from the 6, 7, 8, 9 for Florence. A walk to Milo Rushford. That'll bring up Dylan Baker. A fly out to right and a ground out to second. That one missing outside. Baker 0 for 13 since a hot series in Gateway. Trying to get back in the hit column. 1-0. Grounds it slowly down the first base line and foul. 1-1 count. Pickoff attempt. Rushford was leaning over towards second. Not that he was going to go, just a little caught off guard by the pickoff. Was not far off the bag. One and one. The delivery to Baker fouls it away. Trying to stay back on the off speed, just couldn't get over top of it enough. One, two. Fouls it away again. One and two, and one away with a runner on first. 3-3 tie ball game. 1-2 pitch. Misses downstairs. Baker trying to work himself back into this one. The Miami University alum. As we finally have action in the Joliet pen. Righty starting to throw. 2-2. Grounded foul. Again, the Joliet pen, not the Florence pen. Again, some really dark sky, really dark clouds. And I can just say dark clouds because I can see through a couple of them. It is, some brighter blue skies behind them. Two-two, swing and a miss out in front of the off speed. 5th K of the day from Daly. 2 away now for Kyle Harbison, who's been 2 of those strikeouts. He's had a hot bat. He's trying to get that going again. First pitch, swing and a miss. Daly has been all over him with first pitch strikes. He's got 5 Ks on the day, and 4 of them have been to the 7, 8, 9. Pickoff attempt again, nothing going. 0-1. Fouls it away. Oh, 2 count. Straight up defense for Joliet. Daly from the stretch, the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Again puts down Harbison on just 3 pitches. Ryan Daly, 6 Ks, probably ending his night, going 6 strong, allowing just 3 runs. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 3-3 ball game when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Bottom of the 6th, a 3-3 ball game here at Slammers Stadium. Peyton Carr, Jackson Beeman, and Tyler Cerny still against Zach Westcott. Westcott trying to go 6 innings here. He's picked up 3 scoreless his last 3 times out. Was tagged for 3 runs in the 1st and 2nd. That one's poked out towards left field. Rushford coming in on it, makes the grab. 1 pitch, 1 away. A lot of, induced contact here for his last outs, but who's going to make any marks about that as long as they're being put away? Brings up Jackson Beeman, who tagged him for a home run his first time around. 1 for 2 day for the center fielder. Bottom of the 6th always brings us our This Day in Baseball history. Brought to you by Furniture Fair. Style, comfort, value. That's the Furniture Fair promise. Visit your local showroom or shop online at FurnitureFair.net. First pitch. That one's roped out towards left field again. Bouncing in front of Milo Rushford for a 1-out single. Max Whitesell warming up for Florence. I think they'd like Westcott to get out of this inning, but Whitesell has kind of been the specialist that you bring in if runners are on base. Tyler Cerny, also 1 for 2 night. Struck out looking his last time around. It's 1 of 2 Westcott Kings. First pitch to him. In there for a strike, top of the zone. So let's hop in the time machine. June 19th, all years of baseball history. Starting in 1938 with the hometown Reds, Johnny Vandermeer extends his string of hitless innings to 21 2/3 innings pitch for Debs Garms. Singles for Boston in the 4th. One misses outside, 1-1. Johnny Vandermeer, 1938. Oh, 1, fouls it away. Let's go to 1974. George Scott, who walks to lead off the second inning, is the only Brewers base runner as the Royals' Steve Busby hurls a 2-0 no-hitter. Busby is the first Major League pitcher to throw no-hitters in the first 2 seasons. In his first 2 seasons. That's pretty amazing. That's a Tettemer trivia in its own, except no one knows who Steve Busby is, or would know who Steve Busby is, that's currently listening. Perhaps maybe one person. I'm assuming that would just be Rich Tettemer. That's a good one. First Major League pitcher to throw no-hitters in his first 2 seasons. Just walked 1. Batter away from a perfect game. 1-2. Fouls it away. Let's go to 1979 in New York. 36,211 fans show up to witness the return of Billy Martin as Yankees manager. The Yanks lose to the Blue Jays 5-4. Martin had been named to replace Bob Lemon the previous day and begins his second stint as New York skipper a season earlier than previously announced. That one's cranked out towards right field, sending Bobo back at the warning track. He leaps up, and it's off the wall. Bobo gets away from it. Rounding on his way to third is Beeman. They're going to give a stop sign there. Another one corked out towards right field from Cerny. Runners second and third, and 1 away. 96 off the bat, 343 on the distance. Westcott in a little bit of trouble. Let's see if Florence decides to stick with him. They will. Brandon Heidel. And now Toby Hall comes out. The 3-3 ball game back against the wall. Florence seems like they're going to head to the bullpen. We'll wait for the official signal from Hall. Nothing yet. Staying with Westcott, trying to stretch everything they can out of him. Can the Frontier League veteran get out of a jam? Back-to-back hits at the bottom of the order. Not the guys you want hurting you for a team that's 12-23 and has lost 6 straight. Infield comes in. It's Heidel batting just a $129. Single already today, 3rd time facing Westcott. That one runs upstairs. One out, fouls it away. Infield in for Florence. 1-1. Heidel fouls it away again. Late on 83. Called time. Heidel again with the swatting bugs around. He was the one that faked the, or I'm not going to say faked, did the thing in the eye. Timeout. Move I've used plenty of times. Whitesell. Westcott. Misses upstairs. Whitesell warming up. 2-2. 1 away. 2 runners in scoring position with the infield in. They'll give that runner on second all the daylight in the world. They'll score on a single. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Big time spot for Westcott. His 3rd K of the day. Strikes out the bottom of the order in Heidel. And Toby Hall is going to go out and relieve him before heading back up to the top of the order for Battapaglia. What a job there. Hall trusting his pitching coordinator and the Frontier League veteran in Westcott to get the final out there of the bottom of the order. and then heads to Max Whitesell, trying to keep this a 3-3 ball game when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken pitching change with a new wing coming into the game. You can pick up the best wings in the tri-state area. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, always fresh, never frozen. Westcott's night is done. 5 2/3 innings pitched, unofficial. 6 hits and 3 runs, 2 walks and 3 Ks. Max Whitesell's night will start with a intentional walk to Ian Battipaglia to load the bases with 2 away. Brings up Patrick Ward, 1 for 3 on the night. Florence did not want to face Battipaglia. Battipaglia 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. A reigning Frontier League Rookie of the Year. Let's see what Whitesell can do. Can he work his magic and get out of a bases loaded jam? First pitch. Fastball in there for a strike at the top of the zone. Max Whitesell has been a very good reliever for Florence this year. 0-1. Slider gets away all the way to the backstop, and that'll bring home a run. Wild pitch scores 1 of Whitesell's. Makes it a 4-3 Joliet lead. Not how you wanted it to happen. Instead of Joliet earning it, it's self-induced. And still with an opportunity here. 2nd and 3rd. Single scores 2 with Battapaglia's wheels at 2nd. That one's punched out towards shallow right field. Blomquist able to track it down. And just 1 pitch there from Whitesell that slipped and gives Joliet the lead. 4-3 as we head to the top of the 7th. Offense back against the wall. They got to come up big when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Hooves Hangout Pitching Change. Looking for the perfect spot to relax and open your favorite Pokemon or baseball trading cards. Visit former Reds reliever J.J. Hoover at Hooves Hangout today. 405 Washington Street, Suite D in Alexandria. Ryan Daly's night is done. He goes 6 innings pitched. Will leave with a lead, 4-3 Joliet over Florence as we enter the top of the 7th. Picks up 6 Ks. Good amount of hit by pitches, but only 1 walk. 4 hits, 3 runs. Florence happy to see Daly out of this ball game. The only one to really hit him around was Richardson, who picked up 3 of the 4 hits. The Yalls need to get going on the offense. The top of the order, Jackson Tucker 0 for 3 on the day. Leadoff runner aboard would be huge. Carlos Soto, the new pitcher, in for the Slammers. Let's take a look at Carlos Soto and his season with the Slammers out of Kissimmee, Florida. Semi. That one's skied in the infield. Over towards second base. Cerny. Plenty of time. Canicorn makes the grab for out 1. Y'alls need a leadoff runner aboard eventually. They have not got one yet in this ball game. They're being out-hit by a team that should not be out-hitting them, 8-4. Blomquist 0 for 1 with 2 hit by pitches. Joliet today, or this season for Joliet, 3 games, 3 2/3 for Soto, a 4.91 ERA. He's allowed 2 runs in 3 2/3, 3 walks and 3 Ks. First pitch in there for a strike. So a newcomer for the Slammers. 89 top of the zone to Blomquist. 0-1, swing and a miss way outside the zone. Slider that just broke away from the bat of the Yalls second baseman. Oh, 2. Changeup missing downstairs. Yalls currently on a 3-game skid. One, 2, misses out. Two. Blomquist fouls it away to stay alive. Blomquist trying to heat things up for Florence. Two. Skies it foul. Joliet has played Florence well. Stephen Gregg said, remember, we have a much better bullpen than the Slammers. I don't know. I don't know about that. 2-2 misses outside. Where do you get that? Slammers' overall team ERA is higher than Florence, 6.08 to 6.93. Payoff pitch. That one's roped down the left field line, but foul. I mean, I guess it's fair comparisons. Neither of them doing the best. Florence should certainly be more rested than Joliet's after their game with Windy City yesterday. They had 7 pitchers in one game. Payoff again. Blomquist skies it out towards right field. That's well hit. Barry all the way to the warning track. He looks up. So long! Brett Blomquist comes through for Florence. A tie game, 4-4 here in the 7th. 93 off the bat from Blomquist and Oppo Taco bomb. The rookie does the job. Take another look on the replay here on HDN. goes away with it. What a battle. Skied it out towards right field. Just able to get it over that fence. Really nice at bat from Blomquist. Brings up the captain Zeisler. One away with the bases empty. Now a 4-4 ball game. Silence the ground here in Joliet. First pitch in there for a strike. That'll take away decisions from both Daly and Westcott. So Westcott will leave with 5 2/3, 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, and 3 Ks, and a no decision. A pretty good spot start from the veteran. That one misses outside. And perhaps his best start of the season. But there you go, Steven. Yeah, right on cue. I mean, historically. With the home run, I told you. Perfect. Here's the 1-1 to the captain. Fouls it away, 1-2. When you're looking at team ERAs, it's the Washington Wild Things and then everyone else. Washington has a 3.27 team ERA. Just everyone on their team lighting it up. And then the next closest is the Boomers with a 4.94. One and two the count. Here at the top of the 7th. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. Gloved by the first baseman Carr. He races over to first for out number 2. That'll bring up Brendan Bobo. 0 for 1 on the day with an RBI ground out and then 2 hit by pitches. First pitch to Bobo, swings through it. Tell you what, watching BP today, Brendan Bobo just putting on a clinic. I mean, spraying home runs all over. Here at Slammers Stadium. The 0-1 in there for a strike. He's down 0-2. A little bit of a shift from Joliet. 0-2 pitch way outside. That's not where you would want to throw it in the shift either. Give Bobo a chance to go opposite field with it. They shade the shortstop Battapaglia up the middle. And the second baseman Cerny playing in the outfield grass. 1-2. Ooh, runs upstairs again near Bobo. He's already been hit twice today. Makes us a 2-2 count. Two-two pitch. Fastball missing out. Good call there. 78. Now a full count. Nice battle here from Bobo. Trying to give Florence another runner on base. They've tied the game at 4, but still need to take the lead. Payoff. Fouls it away. 89 middle in. Called time at the plate from Bobo. Soto has his sign. First base side of the rubber. The payoff pitch to Bobo. Up the middle, through for a base hit. Brendan Bobo gets his first hit of the day. Florence still working here in the 7th. A 2-out runner aboard for Zade Richardson. Why not Richardson? Already a 3-hit day today. All singles. Tried to get in another RBI. Oh, look at this. How about this move? Florence going with a pinch runner in Marcus Brodell. assuming something else is wrong for Brendan Bobo. A little gingerly off the field. Did see him today getting some work done on his calf. That'll be it for the Y'all's right fielder. One of the best hitters on the team is done here in the 7th. Marcus Brodell enters. I'm sure it will be a clean swap, maybe pushing Rushford over to right, Brodell to left. I mean, not a spot where you need a pinch runner, so clearly they're just trying to take Bobo out of the game with a little bit of hindrance on his leg. Richardson at the plate. 3 for 3 day with 2 RBIs. First pitch to him, in there for a strike at 89. Bottom of the zone, barely connecting on TrackMan. Brodell, the runner, on first. 0-1, missing out. Nobody warming up for the Y'alls. Probably going to be Max Whitesell once again. See him walking around in the dugout, staying loose, staying up. 1-1. Richardson pokes it down the right field line, dropping quickly. Barry trying to get there, and he won't. The 4th hit of the day for Richardson. On the way to third is Brodell. He's in safely. A 4 for 4 day for the face of the Florence Y'alls. Richardson again aboard. Florence in business. Runners at the corners and 2 away. What a day from Richardson. Zade's first 4-hit game of the season. Joins Rushford, Bobo, and Baker with 4-hit games. And Broussard and Zeisler both had 5+ hit games. Broussard with a 6-hit game. First pitch runs inside to Garrett Broussard. Going to say it didn't hit him. He was adamant that it did. That would have loaded the bases. I think it did too. Not much fight there from Broussard as he gets back. He did say it. Skimmed his arm. Runners at the corners. The 1-0. Broussard fouls it away. It'll be a big-time spot here for Broussard, who's 0 for 3 today. He's come through routinely for Florence, trying to take the lead. Soto, the 1-1. Broussard skies it foul. One and 2 the count. Soto kicked the 1-2 pitch, fouls it away. We'll do it again. Broussard battling. Brodell, the go-ahead run at third. Richardson on first. Kick the 1-2 pitch. Slider misses out. Soto has his sign. Glove at the belt. 2-2 pitch to Broussard. He fouls it away again. What a good at-bat. From the stretch, the 2-2 swing and a miss. Soto wins the battle and strands the go-ahead run at third. Florence does tie the game. A Solo blast from Brett Blomquist ties us up at 4 as we head to stretch time at Slammer Stadium when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Stretch time at Slammer Stadium, always brought to you by the Stretch Lab. Their team of highly trained flexologists will give you a deeper stretch than you can ever achieve on your own. Visit stretchlab.com to find a location near you today. 4-4 tie. Max Whitesell back out on the mound for the Yalls. It'll be 3-4-5 due up for the Slammers. Barry, Valera, and Sudo. Whitesell faced just really a batter. I mean, an intentional walk to Ian Battipaglia. While he was facing Patrick Ward, a wild pitch did bring home that tying run. Just a pitch later was a pop out to second to end the inning, stranding runners second and third. Still a big inning there for Whitesell to limit the damage. A run comes across, and obviously, you know, that gave them the lead, but Florence gets it right back. Now a 4-4 ball game. Trying to keep it that way. The Yalls with a pretty loaded, I should say pretty rested bullpen. I think even McAvoy, who went an inning and 2/3 yesterday, would be available if called upon in the ninth. Trying to get there, I'm assuming they'd go Nate Darden. Let's see what Whitesell can deliver in the 7th. First pitch to Blake Berry, fastball in there for a strike. Should be a big switch from what they've seen. Westcott to Whitesell. Whitesell able to fire it in at 90 miles per hour. 0-1 fouls it away. Quickly up 0-2. Side note here from Stephen Gregg. He said the Clowns over the Bananas 5-2. He scored tickets and will be at the Sunday afternoon 3 p.m. wrap-up game at Great American Ballpark. 0-2. Fastball upstairs. Good spot there from Whitesell. Just no chase from Barry, who's 0 for 3 today. The 1-2 fouls it back. One-two from Whitesell. Ground ball right side. Blomquist gloves it over there. Throw goes on to first. It's in time. 4-3 on the put away. Let's take a look at our defensive replacement, by the way. It is Rushford moving over to right field. And Marcus Brodell stays in the game. Now in left. Entering for Brendan Bobo. Brodell in left, Tucker in center, Rushford in right. In the infield, Broussard at third, Baker at short, Blomquist at second, and Zeisler at first, still Harbison doing the catching. Jackson Valera at the plate First pitch to him like a statue. It misses outside. Really good spot. 90 miles per hour, connecting in the zone fully on TrackMan. 1-0 count. 1 for 2 day for Valera. Entered today hitting .314. Big swing and a miss. One and one the count. Fastball out at 91. Whitesell been very good this year for Florence. Was very good last year as well. 2-1. Fouls it away. Actually, probably the best reliever last year was Whitesell. At the end of the season for sure, once he got added midway through. Went 3-0 with a 3.91 ERA his final season at Wright State. 2-1. That one misses downstairs. Sorry, 2-2. Now it's a full count. With Florence, he was 0-2, but with a 2.19 ERA. 17 games, 24 2/3 innings pitched. 18 Ks and 2 walks. Last time out against Schaumburg 2 days ago, an inning pitched, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, and a K. Payoff pitch, missing upstairs. Go ahead, run aboard for Joliet with 1 away. A walk to Valera. Brings up Cam Sudo, who's walked twice today and an 0 for 1 line. It will be Nate Darden starting to get loose for Florence. That one's fouled away. Darden has quickly entered the inner circle for the Yalls. Him, Whitesell, and McAvoy, the guys that Florence will rely upon easily with the game on the line. 0-1, ground ball left side. Baker gloves it, tossed to second for 1. Relay on to first. The old ham and eggs tailor-made double play ends the inning. And an unconventional 1-2-3 from Max Whitesell. We head to the top of the 8th, a 4-4 ball game when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Top of the 8th, a 4-4 ball game. Milo Rushford will lead things off for the 3rd time today. 0 for 2 line with a walk. Both times leading off. He struck out looking and then flied out to left. Batting in the 7 slots. Again, it's been odd that Florence, in 3 of the now 7 innings of complete play, Florence has hit 1 through 6.
scoring a run in those innings with multiple runners aboard and then leaving the 7-8-9 to hit. 7-8-9 today for Florence. 0 for 8 with a walk. Have not come through yet. Let's see if Rushford can change that. That one misses out. I believe it's still Soto out there for the Slammers. Yeah, it looks like that. That one's in there for a strike, 2-1. Yeah, still Carlos Soto warming up in the bullpen for Joliet. It's number 21, Sean Gamelin, the former Florence Y'all. How about that? Pitched yesterday, game 2 of that Windy City doubleheader. We'll have more on that if he does enter this ball game. 3-1 the count to Rushford. 3-1 pitch. Missing downstairs. The Y'alls with a leadoff runner aboard for the first time today. Second walk from Milo Rushford. Brings up Dylan Baker. Little late run there for the bat boy to get that stuff. Dylan Baker almost picked it up. Baker 0 for 3 today. Trying to break out of a little bit of a slump since the Gateway Series. Fastball in there for a strike at the top of the zone at 87. Seems like a spot where Florence could start to do some sacrifice bunts. Move a runner into scoring position. 0-1 in there. 0-2 without taking the bat off the shoulder. That seems like an easy spot for the bottom of the order here to produce a runner into scoring position. But no call from Y'all's management. 0-2 the count to Baker. Can he come through regardless? Stretch the 0-2 pitch. Grounds it over towards the third baseman. Ward throw on to second is in time. Fielder's choice, 6-4. Baker does not come through. Just swaps places with Rushford. Again, that's just a missed opportunity. Brings up Kyle Harbison, 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. Darden going to stay warm out there for Florence. It's going to be his inning in the bottom of the 8th. Y'alls hope to give it to him with a lead. First pitch to Harbison. Fastball upstairs. We'll have to ask management if there was even a thought of a sacrifice bunt there after the game. 1-0, swing and a miss. Harbison pull side shoulder there on a slider outside. Seven hits for the Y'alls, 8 for Joliet. Pickoff attempt, nothing going. One. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by the pitcher. Toss to second. One, relay to first. Inning-ending double play. Heading to the bottom of the 8th when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDM. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken pitching change with the new wing coming into the game. You can pick up the best wings in the tri-state area. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, always fresh, never frozen. Nate Darden in for Max Whitesell. Darden going to try and protect a 4-4 ball game here in the bottom of the 8th. Probably the biggest game he's been in so far for Florence. Darden has looked great since coming aboard a few series ago. 2 2/3, 2 hits, no runs, a walk and 2 Ks his last time out. 7 2/3 so far this season, 5 hits, 3 runs, only 1 of them earned. 2 walks and 8 Ks for the rookie out of Lamar. Peyton Carr, 6-7-8 due up for Joliet. First pitch in there for a strike. That's why Florence has liked Darden so much. A lot of strikes from the right-handed pitcher. Carr today, 0 for 3. 0-1. Top of the zone, no good. One. Ground ball up the middle. Darden fields it. Runs over to first and an underhand toss for out number 1. Really good PFP there from Nate Darden, helping himself out. Brings up Jackson Beeman. That one's fouled away. Sergeant Bilko, the third, tuning in. Let's go, y'all. Sergeant Bilko, you know, my dad was just telling me the actual reason that, you know, Sergeant Bilko is a name, and I'm a big Phil Silvers fan as well. Didn't know that's where that was from. Oh, and misses outside. I know Phil Silvers from It's Mad, 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 Mad World. One of the best movies. Hilarious, actually. 1-1. In there for a strike. 1-2. One-two pitch, swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and yeah, the scoreboard was wrong. Harbison with a little bit of a pivot. That was the first K of the day for Nate Darden, second out here in the 8th. Comes in and just fires strikes in there. That's why Florence likes him. We'll see how they attack this. Two away now for Tyler Cerny, who's 2 for 3. Bottom of the order here, fouls it out. 0-1 the count, another first pitch strike from Darden. When I say we'll see how they play this, Darden obviously looking great right now. You think if Florence gets the lead, they probably go to McAvoy. But if they're trying to just keep things a tie game in the bottom of the 9th, maybe they stick with the rookie. 0-1, ropes it down the right field line and foul. 0-2 the count. Sideways windup. Darden, the 0-2 pitch, fastball outside. 93 miles per hour there. 1980 on the spin rate. Sergeant Bilko tuning in. A fun old TV show, even predates me, but I saw reruns. And he said Steve Martin did Sergeant Bilko movies later, but I have not seen those. How about that? One-two pitch. Darden swing and a miss. A 1-2-3 frame from the rookie, picking up 2 Ks. He stays amazing for Florence. We head to the top of the ninth in a tie ball game, 4-4, when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Top of the ninth, a 4-4 ball game. And a Hoops Hangout pitching change for the Slammers. Looking for the perfect spot to relax and open your favorite Pokemon or baseball trading cards. Visit former Reds reliever J.J. Hoover at Hoops Hangout today. 405 Washington Street, Suite D in Alexandria. It's the former Florence Y'all. Sean Gamelin on the mound for Joliet. Spent all season last year as a starter for Florence. Few appearances out of the bullpen. Coming out of here for Joliet out of the bullpen. Top of the order for the Y'alls. Tucker, Blomquist, Zeisler. Let's see what Sean Gamelin has here. For Florence last year, a 4-8 record, a 6.53 ERA, 21 appearances, 19 starts. 102 thirds innings pitched. Did get 102 thirds innings. 87 Ks to 28 walks. Long ball plagued him just a little bit, 16 home runs. This year for Joliet, 0-3 with a 5.28 ERA. 9 games, 4 starts. 30 2/3 innings pitched. It's been 20 walks and 32 Ks with 7 home runs. Playing in a bigger ballpark. Tucker 0 for 4 today. Not a former teammate of Gamelin. First pitch to him. Fastball in there for a strike. Florence was really excited for Gamelin last year. Just had a few, really good outings. Was the opening day starter for the Y'alls. They were expecting him to be, a true build ace. And again, he had a few good outings where he did fit that bill. Just not totally, didn't work out. Obviously with a 6.53 ERA. Florence sent him in a trade in the offseason. Straight up trade. Sean Gamelin for Aiden McAvoy. And Florence saw that they could get basically what was a lefty version of Gamelin. Similar stats, but with a little bit better of an ERA. And from the left side, they were ecstatic. And obviously McAvoy has been a phenomenal piece for the Y'alls bullpen. 0-2, misses outside. That was one of 2 trades for Florence this season with Joliet. The other was Armani Smith, who has not reported to Joliet, for Chase Hopewell and Eddie Cafton. One who's currently in the Y'alls bullpen, the other on the injured list. Here's the 1-2 swing and a miss, top of the zone, an 0 for 5 line for Jackson Tucker. Sean Gamelin raises the velo up, sits down Tucker. So it's been Brett Blomquist starting a few of these rallies. 2 hit by pitches and a home run. He's 1 for 2 today. 2 runs scored and an RBI. Let's see what he can do here. Only 3 former teammates of Gamelin in the lineup right now: Zeisler, Richardson, and Baker. That one's fouled away. High velo, not high velo, I mean low to mid 90s from game one. Except the thing is the fastball was just a little too flat, and that allowed some hitters to cruise off of it. Back at when he was with the Florence Yalls in 2025. 0-1. Fires an off speed in there for a strike at 87. 24.67 on the spin rate. Works third base side of the rubber from the stretch. Has another Florence Yall down 0-2. Kick, the 0-2 pitch missing outside. Aiden McAvoy starting to warm up for Florence, although just gingerly. I'm assuming it's still going to be Darden going out there. That's a good call. One, two. Ground ball, left side. Fielded on the backhand for Battipaglia. Jump throw on to first. Not in time. A single for Brett Blomquist in the infield. He starts off what hopes to be a Florence rally. Runner on first and one away for the captain, Ig Zeisler. Now here's two former teammates going at it. Back to the McAvoy versus Darden move. If you do not score a run here, if you bring in McAvoy, boom, you're automatically, hopefully going to the 10th. Not automatically. You hope to go to the 10th, but are you going to send McAvoy out there for extended innings in the 10th again? No. Probably not going to do that. Then you'd end up with, a Chase Hope or Ahmad Harajli in the ball game with extras in the game on the line. If you extend Darden to the second, it's another guy in that inner circle for Florence's trust, and then you could have McAvoy hopefully in the 10th when you would need it. I think they're going to warm up McAvoy right now in case Darden had gotten into trouble or in case Florence takes a lead. The 1-0 to Zeisler, way outside 2-0. C310 driver 1, don't know who that is, but he said, let's go, Yalls. 9th inning fireworks on the menu. Stephen Gregg said, go Florence Yalls. 2-0 the count to the captain. Game one from the stretch, still third base side of the rubber. 2-0. Misses downstairs, now 3-0. Let me get to the splits for game one in 2025. Got to go to the old Point Streak files here. Against right-hander Sean Gamewan, 308 opponent average. 3-0 in there for a strike. And lefties, we're hitting 349. So 300 to 349, take your pick. Lefties just slightly better against Gamewan in 2025. 3-1 to Zeisler, swing and a miss. Inside slider, that was ball 4. Zeisler couldn't resist. Now a full count. Zeisler's going to call time. Runner on first, Blomquist, he represents the go-ahead run. Zeisler trying to do something with him on base. One away. Gamewan. Pickoff attempts, nothing going. From the stretch, payoff pitch. Zeisler fouls it away. We'll do it again. From the stretch again, payoff, fouls it away. Zeisler with a good at-bat, spoils off a fastball downstairs. Runner takes off, payoff, skies it out towards left field. Soto is coming in, dropping quickly. He lays out and can't get there. Blomquist off to the races. They're going to wave him around. Oh, just a stop sign at third. Not a wave around there from DeNicola. I saw a little bit of a point, and I don't know if Blomquist saw it as well. Ends up a double for the captain, Florence, with runners second and third. One away. Just a magnificent piece there from Hank Zeisler. Another double for him. He leads the team. Those doubles always brought to you by Taco Mama, where anytime's a good time for a margarita. Visit Taco Mama in their new location in Union off of US Route 42. Second and third, one away, a meeting on the mound. Marcus Brodell is the batter. Throw came into the cutoff shortly after. I think it would have been an aggressive move to send him. And with 2 outs to play with, I understand the hesitation. But it's a lot of trust here for Brodell and of course, Richardson, too. Again, Marcus Brodell entered this game for Bobo. Just 2 innings ago, after a Bobo single and a pinch run there from Brodell. Meeting on the mound is done. Infield will come in. Runners second and third, one away here in the top of the ninth. A tie ball game, 4-4 between the Yalls and the Slammers. Some Friday night big game energy. Swing and a miss, top of the zone. Brodell goes swinging out of the zone on the first pitch he sees. It's his first at bat. You know, when I was playing, I said one of the hardest things to do is to come off the bench cold for 9 innings and get an at bat. 0-1, swing and a miss, way behind it at 92. Gameland has him down 0-2. Got to shorten the swing here. 2-strike approach for Brodell. From the stretch, Gameland, 0-2. Top of the zone, no good. Trying to elevate a fastball once again. That's what his put-away pitch is, a high fastball. Already had success with it against Tucker. Brodell able to lay off. See what he goes to here. Maybe that slider inside. 1-2 to Brodell. He ropes it down the right field line, but foul off the netting. Got every bit of it. 105. He was hunting that slider inside. Won't be throwing that again. Intensity. How about Hank Zeisler, who is halfway between second and third right now? No one holding him on. The 1-2 upstairs, no good. Zeisler's got to be careful here. Shortstop, you know, it is just going back a little. If you're just to throw right at the shortstop, and you can turn around and tag Zeisler. Of course, you know, that would hopefully send Blomquist over to the plate. A single will bring home 2. 2-2 the count. Gameland At the chest, 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Top of the zone. Brodell with a strikeout. 2 Ks in the inning from Sean Gamelin. Just high cheddar, and the rookie's unable to resist. Florence will head to the face of the Yalls. Former teammate of Gamelin, Zayd Richardson, 4 for 4 today. 2 RBIs, all 4 singles. Actually hasn't advanced past first base, but he's been on base in all 4 plate appearances. Face of the Florence Yalls trying to come through. First pitch from Gamelin. Fastball in there for a strike. Hasn't been anything extra from Richardson. Perfect placement all the way around on all 4 hits. His last one was just a bloop down the right field line. The 0-1 misses outside. Teammates in 2025. Game on the line between these two in 2026. Top of the 9th. 2 away runners, second and third. Tie ball game. The 1-1. Richardson swings through it. 93, top of the zone. Gamelin is all fastballs and just a slider. Nothing else. Got to catch up to the cheddar. Lay off of it out of the zone upstairs. Crowd is getting loud here in Joliet. Glove at the chest. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Gamelin strikes out the side. Florence strands the go-ahead run on third. We head to the bottom of the 9th when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Bottom of the 9th, Florence hoping to keep this a 4-4 ball game. Darden will stay on to pitch. Went 1-2-3 in the 8th. Going to try and keep it that way to send this game to extras. First pitch to the bottom of the order, Heidel. Way upstairs, no good. A lot of momentum just swung towards Joliet. Sean Gamelin able to get out of that. Second and third, 1 away. Couldn't put a ball in play. That one's in there for a strike. Now it's up to the pitching. Florence has swung and missed big time offensively today. 1-1, swing and a miss. Darden continues to fire. I mean, what a big time spot for the rookie. Delivered in the 8th. Going to try and do it again here in the 9th. One, two. Ground ball up to Darden. He gloves it. Will run it over to first and an underhand toss. Another spectacular play from the rookie. That's his second PFP in the same way he started the 8th. Phenomenal. Now it gets tough. Top of the order for Joliet. Battipaglia will dig in. Intentionally walked his last time up. He is 1 for 3 today with 2 runs scored. Again, really hurt the Yalls in the first and second with his speed. A slow roller down the third baseline. Broussard trying to make a play but threw it away. Battipaglia took 2 bases on the error. Off-speed misses upstairs. Then it was a fielder's choice. A ground ball back to the pitcher. Florence had a big-time rundown between third and home. Were able to get the guy on third. Battipaglia, in the meantime, raced all the way around to third. No one was covering the plate. He came in to score. One of the weirdest plays I've seen on a fielder's choice Little League home run. That one's fouled away, 1-1 the count. McAvoy has sat down. Again, I told you he would come in if the Yalls took the lead. 1-1 fouls it away. This is the smart move going back to Darden here and save McAvoy for the 10th. Florence will have to score, obviously. One, two. Up the middle and through for a base hit. Winning run aboard for Joliet. First pitch to Ward is in there for a strike. 1 for 4 line today. The 1. Roped out towards left center field. Rushford on the run. He makes the grab, chasing it all the way down. Not Rushford, that's Brodell. What a grab from Marcus Brodell in the gap. Saves the game. I mean, wow. What a play. Deep into left center field. That was 99 off the bat. And Rushford, not Rushford again. It's Brodell after the switch. Brodell with a heck of a play in the gap. Really good to see. Let's take another look at the replay. As Blinkberry digs in. Oh, we just got the tail end there on the replay. Wow, what a grab. Runner takes off. That one misses outside. Throw down to second. It's a good one. Tag applied. In time. Wipe the bases clean. Caught stealing from Kyle Harbison. Unconventional 1, 2, 3. We head to free baseball when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Free baseball, top of the 10th, and what a gutsy performance by the defense in the bottom of the 9th. First, Marcus Brodell chasing one all the way down into left field. And then Kyle Harbison nabs a runner trying to steal was Ian Battapaglia to end the inning. New pitcher, a Hoops Hangout pitching change. Casey Odell, the right-hander, in for Joliet. Final line for game one, an inning pitch, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 3 Ks. Florence will substitute Zade Richardson with Tyler Schoenfeld, who will be the automatic runner at second. What a great play. Now have the fastest player, possibly the fastest player on the team in scoring position. First pitch to Broussard in there for a strike. Broussard 0 for 4 today. Got to come through here for Florence. Odell this season, just 1 appearance, an inning, no hits, no runs, a walk and no strikeouts. Last played with the Wilson, I believe that's the Tops. Yeah, Wilson Tobbs in the CPL in 2025. 1-1, swing and a miss. Broussard just needs to shorten the swing here. 2-strike approach, opposite field. Will bring home the winning run in Schoenfeld. 3-2 record, .76 ERA across 17 games in the CPL last year. 1-2, ground ball left side and foul. McAvoy going to start warming up again. Nate Darden has done a tremendous job out of the bullpen, but I think his night is done. 2 shutout innings. And Florence hoping to give Nate McAvoy something to work with. 9 hits apiece for both ball clubs in a 4-4 game here in the top of the 10th. 1-2, skies that one in the infield. Second baseman Cerny all over it. Makes the grab. Out number 1. Again, you enter a spot here where, you could sacrifice bunt a guy over to third. I think that opportunity is now left. Every manager has a different style to approach extra innings. Now, with Florence substituting Tyler Schoenfeld, he just moves in as the DH. You do not lose your designated hitter, in case that was a question to anyone. That one's in there for a strike to Rushford. Rushford 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Trying to give Florence something to work with. Runner in scoring position. The Yalls have not done a job bringing that guy in the 9th and in the 7th. 0-1 in there for a strike. Odell. Those are serious stats in the CPL. 0-2. Fastball misses outside. Really good spot. Just a bit outside. 91 there. 22.76 on the spin rate. That's a heck of a pickup. Pick the 1-2. Fouls it away. One and 2 the count. Bounces in the dirt, gets away. Schoenfeld is off to third. He's going to turn around there. That one was just a little slower getting to it. He might have broke for home. He was thinking about it. Runner on third. What a new opportunity here for Rushford. Send one into the air, sacrifice fly. Florence gets the guy over without actually doing the job. Just a wild pitch, thanks to Casey Odell. Count 2-2 to Rushford. The Kansas City Royal farmhand trying to come up big for his new club. 2-2 pitch, fouls it away to stay alive. Talk about guys with affiliate experience, both coming up in big spots in this ball game late. Zade Richardson last inning, Milo Rushford this time. Richardson with a 4-hit day. Couldn't come through. Let's see if Rushford can. 2-2. Misses outside, a full count. At this point, I mean, if you're Joliet, do you just walk Rushford? Give yourself a double play opportunity, and you're facing Dylan Baker, who's 0 for 4 today. That's where their mind could have gone. Here's the payoff pitch. Rushford up the middle, off the glove of the pitcher, over towards the second baseman, tossed to first in time. Wow. Bang, bang play over at first. Toby Hall's going to come out and argue. I don't know. I think they got him. It's bang, bang, I mean. The crazier thing is knocking that one down because that's a single up the middle. But Cerny's able to bat it down. Schoenfeld didn't break for home. Florence down to their final out here in the 10th. It's as good a piece as you can have from Rushford, and just some bad luck. Ends up a 4-3 put away. Dylan Baker, 0 for 4 today. First pitch to him, swing and a miss. Big time swing from Baker. Does not have a hit since a 3-home run game in Gateway. Oh, 1, missing inside. Runner on third, Schoenfeld, the 1-1. Bounces in the dirt, gets away. Schoenfeld will come home to score. Florence on top, 5-4. Anyway, gets it done. 2 wild pitches move Schoenfeld around the bases. Florence takes a 5-4 lead. Go figure. A gift from Casey Odell with the 2 wild pitches to the backstop. And the Yalls will take it. 2-1 up the middle and through for a base hit. Dylan Baker would have come through anyway. He gets his first hit of the day, and maybe Florence could try and add some insurance. Brings up Kyle Harbison, also an 0 for 4 night. Oh my. Florence saved by the skin of their teeth on 2 wild pitches to bring home the go-ahead run. And you got to figure that played into the mind of Odell. Probably a little frustrated after it happened. Just left one over the plate for Dylan Baker to utilize and get himself aboard. To the meeting on the mound. First pitch to Harbison, misses upstairs. Harbison today 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. Grounded into a double play his last time around. 2 outs, runner on first. The Yalls with a 5-4 lead in the 10th. The 1-0. Harbison skies it foul. Off the light post. One, missing inside, 2-1. McAvoy is getting hot in the bullpen. He'll have his back against the wall, too. It's never easy in extras, especially with that runner starting out on second. Runner takes off, 2-1, swing and a miss, top of the zone, throw down, tag applied. In time, Dylan Baker caught stealing. to end the inning. Florence gets just the one run. 5-4 lead as we head to the bottom of the 10th. Can Aiden McAvoy pick up a save against his former club when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom of the 10th, a 5-4 lead for the Yalls. Caught stealing there from Dylan Baker to end the top of the 10th. They were just trying to get another guy into scoring position. Brings up Aiden McAvoy, the closer for the Yalls. 8 saves on the season. Been a while since his last one. Has been so dominant for Florence after a season with these Joliet Slammers as a starter. Special shout out to Nate Darden. 2 scoreless innings in the 8th and 9th. Really big stuff there from Darden. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Made this a much easier game for Florence, hopefully. Automatic runner is Patrick Ward out at second. Blake Berry, the 3-hole hitter, will start things off. Berry 0 for 4 today. The lefty in a lefty-lefty battle. First pitch. Ground ball over towards the pitcher. McAvoy will glove it. Toss on to first for out number 1. That does move the runner over to third. It's a job. That's a job. Toby Hall's going to come out and talk. Talking to the home plate umpire. Let's see how Florence handles this. You don't want to put a runner on because then that's the go-ahead run. Got to attack Jackson Valera. Interested in what they're talking about here. Maybe saying that it hit off something. I don't know. Yeah, they'll come in and talk about something. Saying it maybe hit the plate, hit the foot. I don't know. Something where it's a slow roller. They'll have to go in and check and try and review something here. There was a long discussion between Hall and the home plate umpire, Waldrop. Slows things down here for Jackson Valera. This is a long discussion. Interested in what they're talking about. Is it a pinch runner at third? Is that what we're looking at? That looks like number 4. Or 14, Jackson. No, that wouldn't be Jackson Valera. Number 4 isn't listed. Is that what this is about? An ineligible player on third. I can't even tell if that's actually a number or not. I have the best eyes in the league. It's these weird jerseys, not Joliet jerseys. Yeah, I don't even think that's a number on the side. If it's Battipaglia at first, then that's wrong. Now he's going to talk to Toby Hall. Toby's going to come out and talk again. And now they're going to bring out Mike Pinto. I have no idea what's happening. I can only think of an ineligible runner on third now. The fact that it's now gone over to Pinto instead means it might work in the way of Florence. All of this is slowing down Aiden McAvoy. The umpires are now leaving the area. They're looking up. It is about runner on third. They're just going to play ball. I have no idea what just happened, what the whole thing was. It had something to do with the runner on third. We'll play baseball here. I'm so interested in what just happened. I mean, a super long delay. Trying to see who that runner on third is. First pitch to Valera. Misses outside. It's number 18. So it's Battipaglia. How is Battipaglia at third right now? Battipaglia was not the last out. It should be Patrick Ward over there. That doesn't make any sense. That one's fouled away. So that's what it was all about. The guy who was on base and was caught stealing, they're saying was the final out, even though he was on base and was a hit. It's a huge advantage for Joliet because the speed is probably crazy as that one skied way out deep into the night into left, but foul. 1-2 the count. So they're saying because Battipaglia was caught stealing on base, even though he wasn't the guy out, the last out is what should be going on to first or on to second for the automatic runner. They're saying that he shouldn't be out there, and that's what it all was. The 1-2 bounces in the dirt, swallowed up by Harbison. Infield in for Florence. Let's just relax and play some baseball. It's a 2-2 count with one away, even though that's that's crazy. There's just no chance that's how the rule should go. The final out in play. Not if you get yourself out at first, out at second. McAvoy, 2-2. Hard hit up the middle. It's a tie ball game. An RBI single. Unfortunately, it goes. That will go down as another blown save, 4-8 to McAvoy. The run's not charged to him. That's an egregious run anyway. There's no way Battipaglia should have been there. Of course, I guess it really doesn't matter. He's scoring on a single regardless. First pitch with one away. That one misses inside. So now where do you go here? The best you can do is sudden death for Florence. 5-5 ball game in the bottom of the 10th. One-0. Bounces the dirt, gets away. Valera did not get a jump. Mistake by Valera. Both the deputy commissioner and commissioner of the league were in attendance today. And the home plate umpires left the field to ask them about the rule. They were right next to me. 2-0. Skies it down the right field line. Chasing over is Rushford. It's a foul ball, 2-1. Luckily, I'm also good friends with the president of the league. Should be last batted out is the runner on second. Of course, again, it does not matter. Maybe if you're saying Patrick Ward wouldn't have advanced to third on a ground ball to the pitcher instead of Battipaglia, I don't know. 2-1, way outside. McAvoy's got to be careful here. A walk would put the winning run in scoring position. Three-1 to Sudo. Check swing all the way around. Now a full count. Sergeant Bilko, a good point. I think that slows down McAvoy, if anything. Just that whole conundrum didn't allow him to stay hot out of the pen. From the stretch. Payoff pitch. Fouls it away again. McAvoy, glove of the belt, payoff. Roped over the glove of Baker into left center field. Picking that up before the wall is Jackson Tucker. Throw comes in, it's way high. Jackson Tucker just tried to get that in. Runners second and third and one away. Now you walk the guy. It's a double for Cam Sudo. Brings up Peyton Carr, who is 0 for 4. Face Peyton Carr. Or try and force a double play. Toby throwing up the 4. They will walk him to load the bases. Face Jackson Beeman, who is 2 for 4 with a home run. Crazy game. Florence would drop their 4th straight with a loss. Toby Hall talking to the home plate umpire. This one a little bit more energized. Toby following him and tosses him. Toby pointing at everyone. He is irate. Loud sounds from the Joliet crowd. That's 12-23. Bottom of the Midwest Conference. Bases loaded, 1 away. Jackson Beeman trying to be the hero for the Slammers. McAvoy trying to keep Florence in it. Infield going to be halfway. Double play could get you out of it. First pitch. This is outside. Florence has not had these games go their way on the road in extras. Let's think back to the Evansville series. Couple of late 9th inning hits. Now one misses outside. 2 walk-offs in the opening series of the season against the Yalls. McAvoy just trying to find the zone. (2-0). This is outside. (3-0) count. From the stretch. 3-0 pitch outside, no good. Florence walked off by a walk from Jackson Beeman. Walk-off walk. The Yalls drop it 6-5 in extras. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one to see. Florence had their opportunities in the 9th, 2nd, and 3rd. 1 away, struck out twice. In the 7th, runners at the corners couldn't do the job. And just some tough play in the 10th inning. An illegal runner at 3rd as the extra runner that tied the game. The Yalls fall their 4th time, but we'll be back tomorrow. It'll be Casey Bargo trying to rejuvenate this team that is now 20-17, just 3 games over 500. We're falling now in the West Division, or the Central Division of the Midwest Conference. That's really just a tough one to swallow. And a walk-off walk is never fun. I feel like I've been on the wrong side of it a few too many times. But that's just a tough one to swallow. Again, I agree. The thing with the umpires, if anything, I don't know if that mattered for the runner that was illegal being out there, but it certainly cooled down Aiden McAvoy. Who wasn't able to throw during that time, or wasn't throwing during that time. Certainly calmed him down a little bit. And that's kind of the only takeaway you can have. Because, I mean, they did have a single and a double waiter. That guy would have scored. So anyone with 2 feet would have scored on that, regardless if it was illegal or not. Just a tough one. The loss will go to McAvoy. Blown save and a loss. The win goes to Casey Odell, who did cough up the go-ahead run in the top of the 10th. A 6-5 final and a loss to the Joliet Slammers, who move up to 13-23 on the season. Again, just a tough one. Casey Barga will be doing it again tomorrow. Should be a 6:05 Central, 7:05 Eastern start here on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. But that'll do it for us here on the broadcast booth. And until next time, Florence still 3 games above 500. Don't want to let the emotions get too low there. Still 3 games above 500. Hopefully they can come back and win the next 2 and take the series, go back up to 5 games above 500 before heading out to Gateway. Wouldn't that be great? All rides on Bargo tomorrow. Don't know who the pitcher will be for Joliet. They have not sent anything. And we will do it again, 6:05 Central, 7:05 Eastern. Appreciate everyone tuning in to the Florence Y'all's audio stream on the Florence Y'all's radio network, as well as the Frontier League Network powered by HTN. You guys have been great. Signing off from Slammer Stadium, saying so long, and until next time, y'all have a good night.